going on, everybody? NC Duramax here again with a good show tonight. We got something good coming out tonight, alright? So first things first, we're going to tell you what we're going to do. So tonight what we have going on is we have the start of a up pipe and down pipe removal and installation. Okay, so we're going to do a step-by-step on that tonight. It's going to be quite a lengthy video. It's 9 o'clock at night here. And we're starting up now, so this is going to continue on in tomorrow, but let's show you the stuff, huh? So first thing I got is I went through the D-Max store, okay? So a lot of people have badmouthed the D-Max store. I personally love their stuff. A lot more heavy duty. We got the high flow set up. Come with a new set of flanges. If y'all are watching just the other week, I had the up pipes when we were installing the gauges. I found out the up pipes, the bellows, had cracked, so causing a major power loss. It was about $240 to get both of them. But in the process of, I went ahead and ordered a down pipe, which you already know the down pipe area. Okay. We're going with a 3-inch down pipe from MBRP. Kind of typical standard, you know, modification. A lot of people are doing this. A really good upgrade. Okay, really good upgrade. So. There's your heat shields. On the top of the heat shields you saw the 3 bolts, and now you have 3 bolts inside the back heat shield. This was actually easier than this guy, to me. Now it might be different in other people's stories, but this guy, I slid this thing, the top heat shield back, and this slid up and out just like this. I came from top.
So after you pull the heat shields off, there's another V-band back here on top of the E, on top of the downpipe. It's a booger. Especially mine's upside down, so you can't get in from this side. You have to go from the passenger side. And somehow loosen it enough to where you can spin it around and or just go ahead and take it off the way it is. If you can see anything. So now I gotta go for my up pipes. So guys, thanks for watching the show. Sorry about the sudden cutoff. I had the biggest rookie mistake happen, and my GoPro actually, the battery died on it. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning when that video started cutting off. So I wasn't going to waste any more time getting the truck done. Just trying to go ahead and get it done so I can use it first thing in the morning. But everything you saw, from taking the downpipe off, taking the oil dipstick out for the transmission, and removing the heat shields. The only thing I wish I did have better was the sockets. So choosing sockets for the up pipes, they're 12 millimeter 12 point. So it was a 13 millimeter normal socket is what actually fit on it and worked very well until I got to the one socket, or to the one bolt that was in the very top part of the up pipe on the farthest way. I couldn't get a ratchet on it, but I had to have a socket on it, and it was 2 o'clock in the morning, nothing's open, but I was very cautious not to strip anything. So a 13 millimeter will fit it, but that's an emergency situation. Get a 12 millimeter 12 point. Okay, make sure all your sockets are 12 points. You can have a socket. Okay, I did fit sockets in there, but it was difficult. But those points that had the sockets, I could not get a ratchet on. I don't know how anybody has said they've got a ratchet on these things. I got the ratchet on the bottom three, and then I got a ratchet on one of the top ones. But the other two I needed a socket for. So you need to make sure you have a 12-point socket, 12 millimeter, and a 12-point ratchet. Now the ratchets that or the wrenches that ratchet, those are preferred because you can sit there and they actually came off very easily. Another tip I have for it is before you start this project, make sure you have a lot of time on your hands. It took me 4.5 to 5 hours to do the down pipe and up pipes, but I did something that apparently a lot of people don't do. Starting 3 days prior to doing it is what I started. I would start when I got home from work. My engine was slightly warm still. I would go and I'd spray the entire backside of it with PB Blaster. Okay, the entire backside. So made sure everything got covered. I went through maybe a can and a half of that stuff, but when it came time to do the job, it was heat soaked. It broke all those nuts and bolts up, and literally it wasn't very difficult for me. My up pipes and down pipes were probably one of the easy ones I've heard of anybody ever having to do it. People were talking about 6 to 8 to 12 hours doing this job. I did it in 4.5 hours, and this is the first time I've ever worked on a diesel this extensive, or any car to that fact. So all I'm doing is trial and error with this truck. I actually did not get to the driver's side up pipe. Kind of beat myself up about that one. Reason being is it was so late already. I didn't have the proper tools for it, so I wasn't going to risk. I got the passenger side off. Okay, that was lucky. I wasn't going to risk pulling off the driver's side and maybe stripping on a bolt, or getting all the way to the last bolt and then not being able to get it off. So I didn't want to go that route. So I took it where I was. I only replaced the passenger up pipe, but ever since then, the second I turn the truck on, you can tell a dramatic difference in before and after. If you saw the video, you watched the pictures, the up pipe was completely broken off at the bellow. Now, I had the bellows bolted down with the blank flange on it. It was secure, but somehow still, at that point, it blew out. So, if you have an up pipe that has the bellows that go up to the old EGR, go ahead. You can actually buy just passenger only. Those are fairly inexpensive, about $129, $150 I saw. But me, I went through the DMAX store and I got both of them. So when I do get time to do the job and I get the right tools for it, we'll show a driver's side replacement. But that's going to take me a little bit more research on how to even get to that side. Hopefully I don't have to take everything off that I just put onto the truck, but if it happens, it happens. So stick around for further ones. The next video is coming up. We've got the Y bridge. I believe the Y bridge is next.